President wa tano katika nchi yetu ya Kenya, tunasema Mungu jina ndugu tuendelee mbele.
Eti nini? Sema tena, inawezekana. Eti nini? Sema tena. Eti nini? Ongeza sauti. Inawezekana. Ya mwisho, leo ni leo. Asante, niombe tuketi. Thank you. Niulize waliokongamana hapa, delegates wa chama chetu tukipendacho, ni nani rais wa tano wa Jamhuri ya Kenya? Beba hiyo bango sawa sawa. Ni nani rais wa tano wa Jamhuri ya Kenya? Asante. Your Excellency, sir, we have started the program, and at this point, Your Excellency, allow me to invite the comms director, Philip Etale, who is going to usher in a reel to remind us of our great heroes, and especially the ones that we have lost along the way. Karibu.
Yeah, we have the greatest in the memory of those who live on. No one can confidently say that he will still be living tomorrow, but those who go before us must be remembered in a special way. Ladies and gentlemen, we started the journey. We were many, but there are those who fell by the wayside. We want to remember them in a very special way. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Shehi Fwaso for this special occasion.
When I was in Bomas, I spoke some 3 good English words. I told them that we want to devolve power, and we want to diffuse power, and we want to rearrange power.
Ni hao uliniwacha mi bila fahamu kuwa ni yakosa, angalau ungeniambia eti unakam nitulize ham wangu wa dhati. Tama zangu zimenikwamia mikononi, labda huu ni mwisho wa dunia. Safiri salama, msalimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Oh, safiri salama, msalimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Oh, ndio, tutaonana baadaye. pendwa ndio tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam pendwa tabasam tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam pendwa tabasam tutaonana baadaye. Ndio tutaonana baadaye pendwa ndio tutaonana baadaye. Hey, nakam pendwa tabasam tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam pendwa tabasam tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam pendwa tabasam tutaonana baadaye. Oh, nakam pendwa tabasam tutaonana baadaye. Tutaonana baadaye. Tutaonana baadaye. Safiri salama, salimu malana. Tutaonana baadaye. Oh, safiri salama, salimu malana. Tutaonana baadaye. Oh, safiri salama, salimu malana. Tutaonana baadaye. Safiri salama, salimu malana.
Mapambano. Mapambano bado naendelea. Mapambano yanafanya nini?
Ladies and gentlemen, in memory of our fallen heroes, fallen brothers and sisters, I request that you stand for a minute and observe a minute of silence in their honor. Thank you very much. Be seated. I now welcome our National Chairman, Honorable John Badi.
Aya. ODM. Tuko tayari. ODM. Your Excellency, the incoming President of the Republic of Kenya, Raila Amolo Odinga, Your Excellencies, our two deputy party leaders, could we have my colleague, interpreter? Thank you very much, and Pauline Sana for that oversight. Your Excellencies, the deputy party leaders, the governor for Kakamega, Wycliffe Oparanya, the governor for Mombasa, Ali Hassan Joho, our Secretary General Edward Sifuna, members of NEC, members of the National Governing Council, other invited guests and friends of the party, the National Elections Board, other standing committees, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The meeting was already underway, Your Excellency. I could see the gesture of some delegates asking for national anthem and prayers. Your Excellency, I want to give everyone comfort that we went through all that before you arrived. Distinguished delegates, you will allow me, if you look at your program, and the agenda which had already been adopted, I want to vary it slightly because our party leader is supposed to attend another national delegates conference convened by the Jubilee Coalition. And so, with your permission, which I know you have granted me already, I want to vary the program and go to those specific areas which require His Excellency to be present. Then we will release him together with his two deputies. One deputy, one of them will remain behind to continue with the program. And when we are done, I want to remind you that we'll just adjourn a little and then we'll come back and we'll be joined by other very special guests. So tusichoke, tukimaliza program yetu kama ODM, I want to inform you in advance that we are going to enter another phase, another very special phase where we are going to be joined by other very important friends. I don't want to waste much time. Today is not my day, Your Excellency, and today I cannot make a speech. I am very excited, elated, and very happy. If there is any singular achievement, Your Excellency, that I'm dreaming of, that I'm praying for, and which I see being realized, is to be the first national chairman of the Orange Democratic Party who will deliver the next president for the Republic of Kenya. I want to move, ladies and gentlemen, to agenda item which was supposed to start. If you look at your program, you will see that there is an agenda which was supposed to start from 11. That is the report of the National Governing Council on issues of elections of national and grassroots officials. And then we will go to Azimio Coalition and then nomination of our presidential candidates. We are not to take much time, ladies and gentlemen. I want to, if you allow me, just to read two resolutions that the National Governing Council made yesterday. And then after that, I will invite, because ODM is a party of order, a party of respecting legal framework, I will invite the National of Elections read, or I shall have read these two resolutions. Then the chair of the board will take over because she's the one mandated by our constitution to conduct any election, whether it is grassroots election or national election of any party official or even presidential candidate. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, the National Governing Council made a resolution to fill some vacant positions in the National Executive Committee, which fell vacant. Council of the meeting held yesterday at Bomas of Kenya on 25th February 2022 that resolves that the vacant positions in the National Executive Committee be filled through harmonization process as recommended by the National Executive Committee as follows. 1, Jonas Mwashushe Mwaruma to take over as the Deputy National Vice Chairperson. 2, Honorable Ahmed Abdisalam Ibrahim takes over as the National Organizing Secretary. Is there? I don't know whether Senator Mwarume is in the house. Could we see Senator Mwarume once more? Thank you. Thank you. And that the Honorable Richard Ken Chonga Kiti becomes one of our Deputy Organizing Secretaries. Thank you, Honorable Chonga. And that Honorable Suleha Juma Hassan, Women Rep for Kwale, becomes the other Deputy Organizing Secretary. And that, number 5, Madam Stella Chepkurui from Kericho County becomes the Secretary for Environment. And lastly, that the Honorable Paul Ongili, famously known as Babu Owino, becomes the Secretary for Science and Technology. Hello? Yeah, Babu is there. Now, could I get a proposer and a seconder from the members of the delegates? I can see a hand there. Mike Maramoja, and if possible, let's have 3 of them. Who is having the mic, please give it to the lady there. Introduce yourself, where you come from. You are passing the lady, I want you to give the mic. Just behind you. And then I will get a gentleman from this side. Pardon? She is not a delegate. If you are not a delegate, please.
I'm a delegate.
Let's.
I'm a delegate.
She is a delegate.
I'm a delegate.
I don't know why I'm being told she's not
I'm
a delegate. She is a delegate.
My name
That's
is
who?
Mheshimiwa Catherine Okoth.
Oh,
Women
Catherine
Leader,
Okoth.
Nairobi County.
Thank you very much.
Propose.
That's Catherine Okoth. And let's give Mheshimiwa hapa. Quickly, we move quickly, my friend. You are still young.
I, William Kamoti Momkale, MP Rabai, and a delegate, do seconds.
Thank you very much. And I want to put the question that the vacant positions in the National Executive Committee, that the National Delegates Conference of today approves the proposal by the National Governing Council to fill the vacant positions in the National Executive Committee through harmonization process that fell vacant as I earlier read. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Now, let me now move to the next. Let me now move to the next resolution before I invite the chair of the board. To formally request the National Delegates Convention of today to approve that our party formally joins the Azimio la Umoja Coalition Party. That was extensively discussed yesterday and carried by the National Governing Council. And therefore, I want to ask the formally join the Azimio la Umoja movement, or Azimio la Umoja Coalition Party. Could I have a proposer? The MP from Vita, and then I'll give the lady in blue back there. Yes.
Mimi Abdulswamad Sharif Nasir kama mjumbe wa chama cha ODM ningependa kupendekeza ya kuwa chama chetu kiweze kuingia katika mrengo wa Azimio la Umoja.
Pass it over there. Pass it over there quickly. The other side. To that lady. The lady in blue. And I hope she's a delegate, not an observer. Go on.
I, Honorable Auxilia Shiranda Nyamwoma from Kakamega County Assembly, I do second that our party, ODM, becomes a member of Azimio.
Now, the honorable delegates, I want to now put the question that the oath held on 26th of February 2022 at Kasarani resolves that the Orange Democratic Movement Party formally joins the Azimio la Umoja Coalition Party. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Now, at this juncture, Your Excellency, allow me to invite the chair of the National Elections Board to take us through the next stage, which is the nomination of our presidential candidate. Thank you very much.
Of the Orange Democratic Movement, the honorable delegates of the National Delegates Conference, I stand here on behalf of the National Elections Board and would like to just take a second to ask my colleagues on whose behalf I'm making this announcement to just stand so that I can, they can be recognized. We serve on the board with 4 other colleagues, Honorable Dirie, who is my secretary, Honorable Richard Tyro, Honorable Emily Awita, and Honorable Sintei Nchoe. So the declaration I make today, I make on behalf of the National Elections Board. The National Elections Board is mandated under Article 711(1) of the party constitution to organize, direct, conduct, supervise, and/or coordinate all party elections and nominations. I stand here today as the chairperson of NEB, but also in my capacity as the returning officer for elections relating to the nomination of the party presidential candidates for the general elections. On 26th February 2022, the NEB presented its report to the National Governing Council on the process that the NEB followed in matters relating to the ODM presidential candidate nomination. The report recommended that the NGC discuss and make a resolution on the person to be the party's presidential candidate in view of the fact that the only 2 candidates who had applied through the NEB process had withdrawn their candidature in support of the party leader. Please listen, After deliberations, the NGC resolved to endorse the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga as the ODM candidate to be recommended to the Azimio coalition. Naomba msikilize kwanza tafadhali. On behalf of NEB and as the returning officer for the elections of the ODM presidential nominations, I therefore wish to announce to the National Delegates Conference that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is the only candidate we have to present to NDC for nomination to the position of ODM presidential candidate for the 2022 general elections. Pursuant to Rule 1710 of the ODM election and nomination rules, I, Catherine Muyeka Muma, Chairperson of National Elections Board and Returning Officer at the 2022 ODM Electoral College, do hereby present the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, and I request the candidate to please stand. I do here present Can the rest of you please sit? Naomba mngoje kidogo. So I present the Honorable Raila Odinga as the ODM party presidential candidate for the 2022 general elections. You can sit down, Your Excellency. Because he is the only candidate we have, we shall actually do the vote by acclamation. So I would like to invite two persons to come and propose and second so that we can vote as the Delegates Congress. The two people are coming up. They are coming up.
Inawezekana. Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, Deputy Party Leader of ODM and a member of the ODM NDC, hereby propose Raila Amolo Odinga to be the sole candidate of ODM in the Azimio coalition. I now invite my colleague, the Deputy Party Leader, Hassan Joho, to second.
Mimi Hassan Ali Joho kama delegate wa NDC leo hii naunga mkono pendekezo la kumfanya Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga mbeba bendera ya ODM kuingia Azimio. Asanteni.
Hold on. Okay. Thank you. Tafadhali hatujamaliza. Naomba msikilize, please don't interfere. Yes, I want to put the question, please. I would like to put the question to the National Delegates Congress that on 27th February 2022, that the NDC has resolved 26th February, that on the 26th February 2022, that the National Delegates Congress has made a resolution that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga be the ODM presidential candidate for the general elections of 2022. Would as many as of the opinion say aye? Would as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I hereby, I hereby declare the Right Honorable Raila Odinga to be newly nominated.
Something inside so strong. Oh, oh, oh. Something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho. Your lies will come tumbling. Deny my place in time. You squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you. Because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. There's something inside so strong. Oh, oh, oh. Something inside so strong.
Thank you very much. Having done my duty on behalf of the National Elections Board, I would like now to invite our chair to take over the program again. Thank you very much.
Now, honorable delegates, thank you very much, Chairman or the Chairperson of the National Elections Board, for a job well done. Two things. Number one, I want us to make one resolution. Then after that, I will go ahead, because now we have a presidential candidate. I will go ahead. It belongs to the party. As our presidential candidate, I will invite him to make some acceptance speech. But before that, I want us to make one more resolution. maybe before. Haya. ODM! We will make one more resolution before I move to the next step, and I think the two deputy party leaders will have a few minutes to say a word. Now, let's make this resolution very quickly. The honorable delegates, as you are aware, the ODM party is overdue for elections of the national officials. But because of the challenges of COVID pandemic, it was not practical for ODM to conduct grassroots elections leading to national elections, hence the harmonization process. And therefore, this NDC is requested to make a resolution on our grassroots elections leading to national elections, which is being proposed that because we are just heading to general election, we don't have time to conduct elections this year, that we conduct party elections in 2023. So I want to read the resolution that in light of the challenges brought about by the COVID pandemic, that the nation and that National Governing Council recommended yesterday to the National Delegates Conference to defer elections of the party national officials to sometime in 2023. Could I get a proposer? And somewhere here, where is the mic? Pardon? Let's have Masai, Senator for Narok County. Ledama Olekina to make the proposal. And then, can I have Pamela Odhiambo, Women Rep, Migori County will second.
I, Ledama Olekina, Senator, Narok County, and a member of the NDC, do propose that we proceed with the campaigns and hold the elections of the grassroots elections in 2023.
Thank you. Seconder, Pamela. Go on.
I, Dr. Pamela Odhiambo, Migori County Women Representative and a member of NDC, I second that we defer the grassroots and national delegates elections to 2023.
Thank you very much. And distinguished delegates, I just want to plead with you that this is a national delegates conference, a conference that is supposed to unveil the next president of the Republic of Kenya. Let us try not to cheapen this NDC by introducing names of candidates or your friends in this program. I beg you, I beseech you, tafadhali munisikize. Now, let me put the question that in light of the challenges brought about by the COVID pandemic, and as was recommended yesterday by the National Governing Council, that the National Delegates Conference held on 26 February 2022 at Kasarani Gymnasium defer elections of the party's national officials to some time in 2023. Will as of that opinion say aye? Those with contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished delegates, it is now my pleasure to officially invite our presidential candidate, whom we are recommending to the Azimio la Umoja, to be the presidential candidate of Azimio la Umoja coalition party, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga to come forward and give his acceptance speech. Karibuni. Karibu.
Haya, wana wa chungwa, hamjambo. ODM, 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 ODM. Asanteni, niko na furaha tele kusimama mbele zenu hapa nikiona hizi rangi ya chungwa kila mahali. Kwanza nataka kutoa shukrani kwenu wanachama na viongozi wa chama cha ODM kwa yale ambayo nyinyi mmefanya kila mahali katika taifa letu. Tumeanza ziara mpya. Kabla tulipoketi hapa, tumeona ile filamu ambayo imeonyesha sisi ziara zetu. Tumeona wanachungwa wale ambao tumekuwa nao ambao wametuacha. Mmeona pale bwana bado mapambano. Mmeona pale mzee Olentimama, mmeona Ruojode na kadhalika. Hiyo yenyewe inamaanisha ya kwamba safari zetu imetoka mbali. Tunajua tumetoka wapi, tuko wapi na tunaelekea wapi. Kwa hivyo leo tunaanza mwenendo mpya kama wanachungwa. Hapa leo nyinyi mmeamua kuniteua kubeba bendera ya chama chetu katika kinyang'anyiro ambayo inakuja tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 mwaka huu. Pale ambapo tutakwenda kung'ang'ana na wale wengine. Nataka kutoa shukrani wa dhati kwenu kuniteua kama candidate wenu. Bila uoga wowote, bila wasiwasi wowote, niko tayari kumenyana na wale wengine ambayo wanajigamba, ambao watakia kwa kiwanja. Mna hakika mmeweka hapa katika kiwanja Bwana Kipchoge, na mimi na hakika kikombe tutapata. Mimi sasa mnaweka kama candidate ya ODM ndani ya Azimio la Umoja. Kule ndani kutakuwa huko Jubilee kutakuwa NAK, kutakuwa hata OKA, wengine wote watakuwa huko. Kwa hivyo yale ambayo mimi ningesema hapa mtasubiri. Kwanza mimi naenda kwa ile kongamano ya Jubilee, tutaongea na wao huko, wakikubali kuniteua watafanya namna hiyo, tutarudi hapa na viongozi wengine. Hapo tutasema yale ambayo tunataka kusema. Kwa hiyo mimi nasema thank you very much for nominating me as the ODM candidate in the competition. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much, Torana. Asanteni.
Even as we go on, I just want to remind delegates that the party leader is leaving shortly, but we all remain behind to continue with our programs. Delegates, kindly let's resume our seats as the party leader leaves shortly.
Please, our listeners, our viewers, this is Njogu from the studio. Naambia kwamba tuko na itilafu kidogo ya sauti, lakini sio kwetu bali ni kwa mfundi wetu wa mitambo pale nyuma kwa ground. Actually shida iko kwa ground, so just bear with us. I guess shida inakarabatiwa na maneno yatakuwa shwari, kisha tupate kupokea tuweze kupokea sauti kwa njia ambayo ni ya mufti kabisa. So tukue wavumilivu na tukue wapole pale tunapongoja fundi wa mitambo wakiangalia sauti pale nyuma. Najua kwamba mambo yatakuwa shwari na tupate hiyo sauti. Haya,
mkutano uweze kuendelea.
Thank you.
So these are the minutes. Minute number 1, the Acting Secretary General, Senator Agnes Zani, called the meeting to order with a prayer from Bishop William Ambuka. The meeting was officially convened at 10:45 a.m. Minute number 5, consideration and confirmation of the minutes of a meeting held on 28th February 2014. And then minute number 6, consideration and ratification of the NGC decisions. And the first decision was reconstitution and the orientation of the new National Executive Committee, where the meeting proposed a new NEC that was presented to NGC and approved on the 5th of December 2014. The new NEC held a retreat in Manzoni, Machakos in April of 2015, where members were taken through the new party architecture. Number 2, on members and branch outreach. During the period under review, the party leader had visited and held consultations with officials and opinion leaders in the following counties: Baringo, Bomet, Bungoma, Busia, Elgeyo Marakwet, Garissa, Homa Bay, Kajiado, Kakamega, Kericho, Kilifi, Kisii, Kisumu, Kwale, Laikipia, Machakos, Mandera, Marsabit, Migori, Mombasa, Nairobi, Nakuru, Narok, Nyamira, Samburu, Siaya, Taita Taveta, Tana River, Trans Nzoia, Turkana, Uasin Gishu, and Wajir. Members, minute number 3, the Secretariat reviewed the 2008-2011 strategic plan and developed to the ODM party constitution. Number 1, replacing this party slogan with Mbele Pamoja. And then article number 7.1, the membership of NEB was reduced from 7 to 5, and introduction of the constituency election panels. Additional members to the county conference committees were added, and then locating the branch at the constituency level as opposed to the county level, and finally creation of a new party organ, namely the Central Committee. Also, the constitution was amended to create regional and county delegates conferences. Minute number 9, nomination of a presidential candidate. The NDC unanimously adopted the proposal to nominate Right Honorable Raila Odinga as the party's presidential candidate. The proposal was moved by Ms. Beth Siengo and seconded by Joseph Akaule, a delegate from West Pokot. The last item there was the address by the party leader, and at this particular point in time, I want to welcome back the chair of the party, Honorable Mbadi, for you to take us through any matters arising from the minutes of the last delegates convention. Thank you very much.
Honorable delegates, you know the meeting is still on. Order. Those who are standing, kindly have your seats. Kindly have your seats. Now, honorable delegates, we have listened to the minutes of the National Delegates Convention, which was held on 5th May 2017. As read by our Secretary General, what we would be doing now is to adopt these minutes for discussion. Honorable members, let us do our things properly. Who is making the proposal this side? Yeah, can you give... Kipkorir Arab Menjo is there, ready to propose. Kipkorir Arab Menjo is just right there. Please, Mutua Mike, don't be carried away as well. Mutua Mike, please give it to Kipkorir. Then who is seconding? I want a seconder from here. Kipkorir is right there. Order, honorable members. Please, let us settle. Tukuwe na utulivu. Tukuwe na utulivu so that we can finish this first phase of our National Delegates Convention. Yes, Kipkorir.
I, Mr. Kipkorir Rapejo, delegate from Washingishu County, propose that we adopt these minutes for discussion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And on this side, who is seconding? I would want a lady to second. Those who are present, and I know Kipkorir Menjo was present. If you are present in this NDC of 2017, if you are not present, please don't second. Those who are present, can I see any hand on my right? Kama hakuna, I'll give someone I know was present. Okay, I can see there at the back. Uko, kuja mbele. Only if you are present on 5th, on 7th, on 5th of May 2017.
Thank you. I, Nabwera Raja Nabii of Lugari branch, Kakamega County, being a delegate in the NDC, do second that the minutes reflect the discussion herein as on that day.
Thank you very much, and I can confirm that Nabi was present in that meeting. Now, I want to put the question that the minutes of the ODM National Delegates Convention meeting, which was held on 5th of May 2017 at Kasarani Indoor Gymnasium, Nairobi City County, be adopted. as true reflection of what was discussed that day. Will, as of that opinion, say aye, and as many as of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Now, are there matters arising? You know, we have already. I think, honorable members, let us move forward. I'm still transacting the business of NDC. Those who have refused to sit down, you should know that you are not doing this convention much favor.
Niombe hivi, tumheshimu mwenyekiti wa chama na tuheshimu kazi yetu kama delegates. Elder Francis Atwoli amekaa chini, magavana wamekaa chini. Ninaomba nyinyi mliosimama hapa, hatuwezi kuendelea kabla hamujaketi. Hapa tumekuja kazi muhimu, na wewe kuitwa hapa inatambuliwa kwamba una uwezo wa kuketi chini na kusikiza mambo ya uzito wa kitaifa. Please, wale mumesimama hapa na wale munapiga picha, niombe security mufanye kazi yenyu. Wale wamesimama, unazuia kazi hii kuendelea. Na kama unazuia kazi hii, tutaanza kujiuliza maswali kama wewe kweli ni mmoja wetu. Mwenyekiti hawezi kubembelezana ili afanye kazi iliyomleta. Tafadhali mliosimama pale, mheshimiwa anakuomba kwa heshima kuu na taadhima upate kuketi. Endelea chairman.
Thank you. Our MC. Mheshimiwa Kaluma, tafadhali get back to your seat. You know I can order you. Mheshimiwa Opondo Kaluma, once you sit, I know there will be calm in the house. Thank you, delegates, for listening to us. I want to appreciate you and thank you very much. Now, the honorable delegates, allow me to move to the next agenda, and that is going to be, we are going to receive a report or a presentation of reports from the National Governing Council that was held yesterday on the proposed constitution, election and nomination. Time now to welcome the legal committee chairperson. I know he's Honorable Tim Wanyonyi. Honorable Tim Wanyonyi is the secretary of our legal committee, is the chairperson of our legal committee, but he has delegated to Wakili Orego, who is a member of that committee, to do it on his behalf. Karibu Wakili, the floor is yours. Present to us the proposed amendments to our constitution, our election and the nomination rules. Karibu sana.
Nisibakie kama jana, haikuyo baba yangu sikiziwi hata asinisikie, baba yangu sikibofu hata asinione, baba yangu simchoyo hata asinibariki. Tulipanga mabaya imekula kwendwe, kwa zamani si wa sasa, mambo yamebadilika. Tulipanga nife imekula kwendwe, kwa zamani si wa sasa, mambo yamebadilika. Imekula kwendwe, kwa zamani si wa sasa.
running a meeting. We can only have one chair. Tafadhali, allow me to run this meeting. Now, there is a very special announcement from our party leader. So kindly give me your ears. As party leader was leaving, so many of us decided to live with him, creating a lot of overcrowding there. When we are going to receive our visitors, distinguished delegates, please remain in your seat. Let us behave like a party that is coming to power on August 9, 2022. Allow our party leader, our presidential candidate, when he's coming back, to walk in only with his guests. And no one, please, and I even say, some of us who see Mzee almost every day are the same ones who run after Mzee when he's leaving the auditorium. Kindly let us behave ourselves. Asanteni sana, and now Honorable Tim Wanyonyi, proceed.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. Lend me your ears, especially those of you who are going to contest in the next election. These amendments are going to affect you, so you better listen very carefully. But before I do that, let me introduce the members of the legal committee who are present here. Jackson Awele, please rise and wave. Jackson Awele, where are you? Eric Changorok, are they present? Tony Obondo, the member of the legal committee, yes, he's there. Fred Orego is right here with me. And Honorable Bareno. Honorable Bareno, thank you very much. This is the legal team that has worked to approve this amendment and these changes. I'll invite Fred Orego to read through the amendments that we have done, that was adopted yesterday at NGC, so that we can adopt them in this NDC. Anareko.
Thank you very much, our chairperson of the legal committee. Thank you very much, our chair of the legal committee. Yesterday, the legal committee, after the resolution of the National Executive Committee, presented a report to the National Governing Council, making proposals on amendments to our revised constitution and subsequently the adoption of our election and nomination rules. The National Governing Council did adopt the resolutions presented before the NGC by the legal committee, subject to certain amendments which the legal committee has now taken into account. To just give a brief background of how we have got to where we are, we all recall that in the year after the elections of 2017, the party leader appointed a task force to audit our electoral processes and make recommendations so that our electoral processes become much better and improved. One of the recommendations that came from that task force was that there was need for ODM to review its legal documents, particularly the party constitution and the election and nomination rules. Further to that report, the party leader appointed the legal committee during the NEC retreat on the 25th of September 2020. And that is the committee that our honorable chairman has been able to introduce. Now, So there were amendments that we made to the Constitution. The first amendment that we made to the Constitution was to align our objectives to be in line with the Article 10 of the Constitution of Kenya. The second one was to provide structures for the inclusion of county coordinating committees to be an organ of the party. The third consequential amendment that we have proposed is that whereas provisions have been made for the ODM Youth League and the ODM Women League, no provisions were made in our constitution for the ODM Disability League. We have now made a provision for the appointment, the structure, and the operations of the ODM Disability League. The last proposal that we made for amendment of the Constitution is in respect of the membership, so that we have provided a very clear structure of how we handle our membership issues. The last one was small issues to incorporate how we have changed the party's head office from what was Orange House to now Chungwa House, and to change the slogan from Mbele Pamoja to Tuko Tayari. The second amendments that we made were in respect of the election and nomination rules. Consequentially, we have amended the election and nomination rules to provide for 4 categories of how to conduct nominations. The first one being by way of consensus, the second one for direct ticketing, the third by delegates, and the fourth by universal suffrage. We have also provided a procedure for the conduct of our party list elections pursuant to Article 90 of the Constitution. And lastly, we have provided for an appeals tribunal for matters arising out of election nominations and party elections. Those are the recommendations that we made. The legal committee presents those resolutions subject to the resolution of the NGC on the 25th of February 2022 to the NDC to adopt the revised party constitution and the ODM party elections and nomination rules. I return it back to you, Chairman. Thank you very much, honorable delegates.
Thank you very much, Noel. Thank you. And now we want to put a question so that we can adopt these election amendment rules. Now, honorable delegates, we now put the question that the NDC adopt the resolution of the NDC yesterday, that were passed yesterday. Propose. Sorry, we now want to have a proposer and a seconder to these various amendments. Honorable Atienda Omolo, you are going to propose. Who will second? Who will second? Please come over.
I, Otiende Amolo, Member of Parliament for Arieda constituency and a delegate at this National Delegates Convention, and duly satisfied that this meeting is quorate in terms of Article 46 and in accordance with Article 87 of our Constitution, hereby propose that we adopt the amendments to the Constitution as proposed by the committee and as further amended by the National Governing Council seated at Bomas on 24th of February 2022. I propose.
Thank you.
I, Nancy Abisai, a member of this National Delegates Conference, do second the amendments as put forward and proposed and further amended by the National Governing Council to be adopted by this National Delegates Conference. I second.
Now the chairman will put the question.
Okay, now I want to put the question, but on this one, we will do it in a slightly different fashion. This one requires at least 2/3 of the members of our National Delegates Conference to ratify. So what I will do is to start by asking those who are opposed to the amendments, they will carry their hands, and then we will count them. Then the rest who will have not carried their hands, I will assume they have accepted the rules. I hope we are together. That the way we want to vote on amendments is by 2/3. Therefore, I will ask those of you who are opposing these amendments, if you don't want these amendments, please put up your hand. Those who don't want these amendments, put up your hands and we count you. I'm not seeing any hand. Therefore, let me put the question. I'm assuming that if the ayes have it, it will be by acclamation. Now I put the question that the National Delegates Convention held on 26th February 2022 do hereby approve the proposed amendments to the party constitution, election and nomination rules as proposed by the National Governing Council of the party, as read by the legal committee. Will as of men that opinion say aye? I don't want to ask those who are of contrary opinion because the ayes have it. There was no hand opposing, and therefore the ayes have it. The rules, the constitution, amendment to the constitution, our election and nomination rules have been approved unanimously by the National Delegates Convention. Thank you, honorable delegates. At this juncture, At this juncture, honorable members, as I had earlier told you, that immediately we are done with this National Delegates Convention, the items that were listed before the remarks by party leader, we will adjourn. We will take a health break and then we will come back later. We will reconvene, honorable delegates. We are going to reconvene at exactly 1:30, 30 minutes past 1 p.m. We will be back here and we are going to rearrange this hall. And please, when you come back, kindly respect and obey the order of arrangement. The sitting arrangement should be strictly followed. In the next session, we are not likely to entertain any disorder. Kindly respect. I know you are people who respect the party. You respect the party leader and the leadership of the party. Asanteni sana.
Aya, kidogo tu ndugu zetu delegates wa ODM. Tunataka tupate fursa ya kurearrange hall kwa sababu tunataka tuwakaribishe wageni wetu. Na sisi wana ODM lazima tuonyeshe kwamba tuko tayari kukaribisha wageni. Sawa sawa. So during the health break we will rearrange, but we will make sure everybody gets a seat. DJ, you can take it away.
Asante sana and thank you so much. Thank you so much for our viewers wale wamekuwa wakitufuatilia kutoka pale nyuma na wale wamekuwa kwa comment section. It has been a great moment, I can tell you, pale Kasarani ambapo tulikuwa na ODM delegates walikuwa na mkutano wao wa siku ya leo pale Kasarani, and it has been a great one, their delegates convention pale Kasarani. And now I guess we are going to take a break. Kama ulichelewa kidogo, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga ambaye wanaita the fifth pale wakiwa katika Azimio, alikuwa pale awali akahudhuria mkutano, akaweza kutoa hotuba yake kisha akaondoka. Nikifikiri maybe alikuwa hako na mkutano mahali kwingine ambao ameweza kukimbia, na sasa bado delegates wako na mkutano wao na unaendelea pale bado. Wameweza kuchukua break ambayo ni ya 30 minutes nilipokuwa nikiwasikiza. They are on their break right now, so nikitaraji watarudi baadaye. So nikitumaini ya kwamba wakirudi na sisi tutakuwa tumejipanga turudi hapa tuwaletee matangazo hayo moja kwa moja kutoka pale Kasarani. So namuona dada wangu pale nyuma, Yarinda nchi wangu mutuga igokwa na ringanire muryoka alafu na ingi tuteke break tumakwira na baadaye ni manyetenga kiro muntu gaganyeze tarenga ikike gose babwate litukolia rero ko Kasarani yari abandi batagite gukora umukutano we bakwere bamanye gukora ibintu kike bamanye ko manyanga nkeke ababwate gali ya Kasarani. Yarinda nore magali
Niko iwete mbi yaiga
mbuya mono tutagitigo cha screen mutuga igayo totevinga na iyo tubwaterete na inde naraya ya kwara rire kurugale rero nkabigiti
ase screen yokonya verasini ni batirende ni babwate loud and clear from Kisii County. Ingia sana mukora. Thank you very much K West Media at large.
Okay, thank you so much Yarinda kurumagaragaria mbuya mono na ndingo batiko bainori na kia atwabeire igaria ase egeti ya Kasarani
All right, so today we are trying to focus on Uhuru speech on Instagram and the way he went hammering tons on the charge in regard to aiding and abetting corruption when they receive stolen money, as he says. And we hold the court with
ono nale kwatenga batwale ngaria segeti ya Kasarani ase tobwate mukutano baba Raila Amolo Odinga na delegates bonsi piva ODM no babwate convention yabo yelikulia lero yali Kasarani olyonyo lwasame gaiga mugaka Raila Amolo Odinga igabere gaguturiyo mukutano yo gali Kasarani na indero rwororoge kagitaraba kenene mono okoranga na bwate na indo mukutano de asegete ya kominyoka, lakini bado mbagendrete gali ya asegete ya Kasarani bachire break kidogo bamanye koira na bagendere no mujadara igo chinse kiko bantororenga na inde tobaire moja kwa moja mpaka gali ya tororenga ninki igeko gendera silikulia lero kyaira magano korana na mange bagocho kupona likulia lero magega batarali kora ono linde tingote bando chenga ku YouTube. Thank you so much nimbaro chegali mwense piki ngana kubakwana malita mbakole mwabeira bantabaya korwa chinsemo cha Facebook mwabeira bantabaya ndochenga mwasirire program yegatwale tayeri kolia lero noyo to sister yane ko magagali ko kunyalinda nero no ambo ko magagali ya tusirete kabisa tingote abambuye mono na inde tumerane na inde chinsa chikobwati kyarankwira na bali ibara on their break, so nkobaira ninde bochaga onige ntongo chokora ongo babwato kirege ke mu byukaiga bana tingoro YouTube arafu mbarusiye gaiga na inche by break na baye